Hello children, how are you all? I am fine here and I expect the same from you. I am Dakshayani, handling biology from Babdasnar Metric Higher Secondary School, Arakonam. Children, today we are going to see the first lesson in 12th standard zoology. So what is the name of the first lesson? Can you guess something from this picture? Yes, the topic is reproduction in organisms. What I mean by reproduction? Every organism produces its next generation. So, the biological process by which the organism produces the next generation, we call it as reproduction. And today we are going to discuss about the multiple fission. So, what is a multiple fission? So, what is a multiple fission? If an organism divides into two or more daughter cells, multiple meaning many. So, if a single cell divide into two or more than 4 or 5, 6, if it divides more, it is said to be multiple fission. So, now we are going to see how the multiple fission takes place. So, first what divides? First the nucleus divides. First the nucleus divides. You see here, first the nucleus divides and later what happens? The cytoplasm also divides and encircles each nucleus. So, as a result of multiple fission, more daughter cells are formed. So, what is the first point, children? The nucleus undergoes division and later what happens? Cytoplasm divides and surrounds the nucleus. From here, there will be one neat question, children. So, why the multiple fission is called as a repeated fission? Why multiple fission is called as a repeated fission? Why the multiple fission is called as repeated fission? Why it is called as repeated fission? In the sense, here first you divide, after the complete division only the divided cells comes out of the parent cell. So, first it divides within the cell, later first it becomes 2, later 4, 8 and finally it is liberated out. So it is said to be repeated fission. And next we are going to study about the multiple fission in two organisms. One is a plasmodium and another one is a amoeba. What is plasmodium? Yes, very good. Plasmodium is an organism, is a microorganism which causes us malaria, through the vector Anopheles mosquito. And now we are going to see how it divides, and this undergoes two stages. You see, children, it undergoes two stages. One in the liver cells of human, one in the liver cells of human, and another cycle it takes place in the gut. What I mean by gut? Gut means stomach, gut of mosquito, gut of mosquito. So, plasmodium undergoes two life cycle, one in the liver cells of human and another one in the gut of mosquito. First we are going to see about the schizogony. What do you mean by schizogony? Which takes place in the liver cells of the human. We call it as schizogony because here schizont is converted into merocytes. Just look at this picture, children. This is a schizont. Okay, in the liver cells, it multiplies, it undergoes multiple fission and produces enormous daughter cells and they are released as the merocytes. So, the process by which the schizont converted into merocytes, we call it as schizogony. And next we are going to see how the plasmodium develops in the gut cells of mosquito. Just see, this is the gut cells of mosquito. First you listen, this is the oocyst. This is the oocyst, that is a reproductive part of the Anopheles mosquito. The oocyst undergo the multiple division and produces sporocytes and later it is stored in the salivary glands of mosquito, and when it bites a normal person, the person also gets malaria, right. So, it undergoes two stages, children. So, what is the first stage? Schizogony in the liver cells of human. And next stage what we discussed? We discussed about the sporogony. Sporogony, yes, very good, in the gut of mosquito. So, I will ask you some questions, children. Yes, what is the difference between sporogony and schizogony? Yes, very good. Caesogony takes place in liver cells of human. Sporogony takes place in gut cells of mosquito, and here in caesogony, caesone gets converted into merozytes, and here in the sporogony, oocysts get converted into sporozytes, right. So this is about the multiple fission and how it takes place in the plasmodium. Okay children, and now we are going to see the another type of multiple fission, how it takes place in the amoeba, right. You see this children, what is this? This is a amoeba. Amoeba, what is the shape of amoeba? Amoeba is irregular in shape, right. So now what happens, this mature amoeba during the unfavorable condition. What do you mean by unfavorable condition? Extreme climatic conditions, scarcity of the food. What do you mean by scarcity? Panjam, right, and high temperature or very hot, or sometimes due to heavy rain, the organisms cannot reproduce naturally. That time what happens, this amoeba undergoes encystment, undergoes an important process called encystment. So it forms a cyst wall around it. What do you mean by cyst wall? This amoeba, it forms a 3-layer of cyst wall like this. It forms a 3-layered cyst wall. So you look at here, there is a 3 cyst wall here, and this till this it happens during the unfavorable condition. And when the favorable condition comes back, what happens? The nucleus inside the amoeba undergo multiple fission and produces more nuclear fragments, and cytoplasm surrounds, and later what is formed? Amebulae. Amebulae is formed. The young amoeba, in the young stage we call it as amebulae, and later what happens, the cyst wall absorbs the water and cyst wall breaks and liberates the pseudopodiopores. The young amoeba we call it as pseudopodiopores. So this is the multiple fission that takes place in the plasmodium during unfavorable condition. So let us recall children, first what happened? Amoeba during unfavorable condition, it withdraws all its pseudopodia and forms a 3-layered cyst wall around it, and when the favorable condition comes back, what happens? The nucleus undergo multiple fission and produces many daughter cells, and later the cyst wall absorbs water, it breaks into fragments and releases the young amoeba. So this process we call it as multiple fission. So let us recall children, here what happens? First the amoeba, the mature amoeba during the unfavorable condition, it withdraws its pseudopodia and forms a 3-layered cyst wall around it, and when the favorable condition comes back, this nucleus undergo the multiple fission and it forms the structures called amebulae, and what happens at finally the cyst wall, it absorbs the water and the cyst wall breaks and releases the young amoeba. What is the name of the young amoeba? Pseudopodiopores. So children, we have discussed the two organisms in which the multiple fission takes place. First one, yes, very good, in the plasmodium, and second one in the amoeba. Children, just listen, what is this? Yes, it is a jellyfish. Yes, the scientific name of this is Aurelia. Just you look at here, what is the scientific name? Aurelia. And now here we are going to discuss the different types of multiple fission which takes place in this organism. So let us go to the topic. Children, now we are going to see the life cycle of Aurelia. Aurelia, yes, the jellyfish. Just look at here children. This is the young stage. After the reproduction, it produces zygote, 4-cell stage, 2-cell stage, and finally it becomes the young strobila. What is strobila? What is strobilization? An organism undergoes transverse fission, but they do not separate immediately from the parent. Right, that is said to be strobilization. So this is the young strobila, and you see here later it starts to budding. Here you see many it started to finally, first it will be in the structure like this. After sometimes it will be starting to budding and it becomes the structure like this, and finally you see when it is completely matured, when it undergone a complete maturation, each we call that as ephira. Right, young stage we call it as ephira. Each gets separated from the parent, and each individual develops into the aurelia. So this is the aurelia, right? And this is the medusa stage. It undergoes two stages, children. One is a polyp and another one is a medusa. So this is the life cycle, how the medusa of aurelia undergoes multiplication. So just look at here. So this is the young strobila. Here it forms many transverse fission, but they do not get separated from each other, and later in the same parent it started to develop buds. So ephera, budding, and later after complete development each ephera separates like this. And later it becomes like this, and finally it attains a structure like this. So this is how the strobilation takes place in the aurelia. So what is strobilation, children? The organism undergo transverse fission, but they do not separate immediately from the parent. After the complete maturation they comes out. So this is also the type of multiple fission. And next we are going to discuss about the plasmotomy. What is plasmotomy? A multinucleated parent, right, divides into many multinucleated daughters. So we are going to see the two examples here, children. So the first one is Opalina and another one is a Pleomyxa. Just look at here. What is plasmotomy? Plasmotomy is a type of multiple fission which is seen in the multinucleated organisms, and here what happens? First the nucleus divides. First along with its nuclei divides and divides into two or more daughter cells. But what happens? They are not equal to the parent organisms. The example is Opalina and Pleomyxa. So first it divides and the daughter cells undergo repeated division to become equal with the parent nuclei. So what is plasmotomy, children? The division of multinucleated parent body into the multinucleated daughter cells is called as a plasmotomy. And here what happens? After this what happens? The number of nuclei present in the parent as well as the daughters are equal in number. So what are the topics we had discussed, children? We discussed about the multiple fission in Plasmodium and multiple fission in, yes, very good, in amoeba. What is the process called? Encystment. And later we discussed about the strobilation in aurelia, and finally we discussed about the plasmotomy in two organisms. What are the examples? Opalina and Pleomyxa. Underline the word, children. Opalina and Pleomyxa. Right? So children, with this session comes to an end. Go through the topics and practice the diagrams and study what are the types of multiple fission at home. Okay, and follow the description and study the study material and assessment attached to it. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.